Welcome back, everybody, to MSA. This is Group E, Day 2, or otherwise known as Day 8 of MSA in total. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm joined today by my co panelists, Jasmine and Jake. Jake, how are you doing? And Jasmine, how are you feeling?
I,
Well,
Minotaur, will
thank
finish
you.
off what was left undone.
I think I'll commentate. I'll leave the paneling to you two.
All right. It means we'll see Jake in a few minutes. But Jasmine, how are you feeling right now?
I'm good, man. I think everybody just missed
Who
Giuseppe
said there are
because
no shortcuts in
he's
life?
not even
I
playing
literally
today,
invented
so
one.
we won't see
Everyone,
a joy.
For
Everyone.
honor!
everyone,
Okay.
Mississippi.
Okay. It sounds like you missed him the most, but nevertheless, today, ladies and gentlemen,
Where
we
there is
have
light,
Saint Dynasty
there are also
versus
shadows.
Alchemy X, one of the two really, really good teams will be introduced. A Mincy and a Tigba. They're prioritizing Supermap, if I'm
I
not
see
mistaken, and we
lots of
are seeing a
gray.
Loi and
Your
a
team is
Chip
picking.
ban. Yeah, Jasmine, what do you think about these bans so far before we talk about the Roger?
I like the low heat ban because they're like prioritizing banning that because of Jinx. Like I've seen Jinx play against Heaven's Predator. I've seen the way he plays it. So I think that ban was like it's a decent ban. Prioritizing the tanks, it's also good. The two bans that they have made
Your
because
eyes for
obviously we
water.
know that map does play tanks. So they
Rise
did
beyond
homework.
greatness
Yeah, they did a
and
lot of homework, you know.
reignite the
But also one
star.
thing to also take notice of is that the Loi and Chip are really, really annoying if you're gonna go for some, a bit of a split push type of thing. So we might see maybe a Moskov. We might see somebody that can be able to give a bit pressure in the side lanes from the side of Alchemy X that would be utilizing these bands. But for now, let's just talk about these picks. We're gonna see a Roger in the
I have
jungle,
prepared a
accompanied by a
different way of
Your
Hanabi
death for
team is
in
picking.
everyone.
the gold lane. Not a marksman that you expect nowadays, but they are going to round off their first phase with that Yuzong. What do you think about Saint Dynasty's picks so far?
I mean, it's nice. I know that Con usually goes for like more of an Ling or Granger, and it's nice to see him, switch it up to the Roger.
Come on,
Um,
Dexter. It's our
so yeah.
Your
showtime.
team is banning.
Yep. It's nice to see a bit of a switch, but for the side of Alchemy X, they did pick up the X-Borg, Vexana, and the gold lane is going to be piloted by Pate on this Claude with a Vengeance. It will be interesting to see how that matchup goes. But we are into the second phase,
Always on the
second
way.
ban phase,
Your
and they're gonna
team
ban
is
out this
banning.
Matilda. As we all know, or as a lot of people know,
Illusion is not just
Your
Circuit is a really,
team is
really good
picking.
Matilda player. I
is
think
who we
he is one
are.
of his mains. So that is something to look out for. A very targeted ban. They have done their research and they know who to ban, when to ban, and how to ban it. But it seems as though they're hovering over this. Um,
Malachi and
okay.
Tracy.
Your team is
I
picking.
thought the Belleric might have been a good pick here because of the Hanabi, but they actually went with the Panda into the jungle. What do you think about this Panda?
Um, I feel like it's still tank meta, so it's decent. We've seen Seppi play it yesterday. We've seen the way he moves
Hmm.
with it. Obviously, it is black Japanese on that, but I do see Circuit going for the
It's time to
Angela,
go to the
which
NFT
goes
show.
really well
Some
with the
fun
Roger.
and hope
So
are the two
I'm liking
greatest
both drafts
infections.
so far.
Yeah, the Roger, um, but I'm also interested in seeing the Hanabi and the Angela, kind of mix it up a bit because
Love
the amount of shield
is
that the
like
Angela
blood.
can give to a Hanabi, it'll make it really hard for Alchemy X to dive into the backline. But what I do like right now is the Camilla pick. The Camilla pick, I think, will be absolutely vital for Alchemy X. They do round off their draft right now, but so far, what do you think about uh, these two drafts? What do you think about these two teams? Which draft do you like the most? And don't say let them cook. Just tell us straight up. You can be biased, you can be unbiased.
Um,
Just what team do you like based on draft?
okay, so I do like Saints draft.
Hmm.
I feel like we're going to see Jinx on the Lilia and then Roger, Angela with the Hanabi gold though against Claude, so I would go with Saints, but I feel like Alchemy X can also cook. You know, they have Xbox side, a nice tank jungle, and then Vixana with her CCs, so I'm looking forward to this game.
I'm also looking forward to this game, but it seems as though Jasmine went with Saint Dynasty's draft. That is her pick. But let us know in the comment section below what you guys think about this game. Which team's draft do you guys prefer? But for now, let me ask Jake, my co-caster here. What team pickles your fancy? You know, what team's draft do you like the most?
I think I will go ahead and say that I think what's the AX team name again?
Alchemy X.
Yeah, so I think that Alchemy X has the better draft. I'm not saying that just because Jazz took the other pick. I favor X-Borg because I really like the way that he's played, and I think that Akai Jungle Vexana as well is going to be quite It's going to be quite effective against the other lineup. But
Oh man. But
I could be corrected. I could stand corrected.
yeah, you could stand corrected. This could go either way. But one thing we have seen is that Saint Dynasty will go for this early game aggression. Unfortunately for them, the Panda and the rest of Alchemy X were able to clear that extremely well. Roger's only now going to the purple buff, which will slow down the rotations just a bit. However, Saint Dynasty did manage to get the Lethal Wanderer, so a bit of something in these early skirmishes. But it seems as though the top turret is the it's the roam, if I might say, or the rotation target. But right now we're seeing a bit of invade mob taken extremely, really low actually. But that lightning pounds might come out, but no, Saint Bunny actually gets the first kill. And as we take off in this game, what do you think happened there, man? What do you think Superman was thinking, giving away the first blood?
To be honest, I think it was quite effective having the stun from Angela as well as Hanabi. Look, I don't know who was talking against Hanabi in the draft, but personally, as a Hanabi main, I think she's quite good. But obviously,
Yes.
against Claude, might not be as effective.
Yeah, but that is a story yet to be written. But right now, we are seeing Saint Dynasty have this turtle priority, but it seems as though they are targeting that blue buff. They're looking for that invade. The Roger didn't necessarily use his retribution, so this might be a 50-50. And it seems as though Black Japanese managed to get that retrieve by the Black Dragon form, as well as the heavy spin comes out from Black Japanese. We are seeing that hard guard onto Muzi King. He does catch a few that Dragon Boy is catching a few members, man, doing a heck of a lot of damage, and nobody has anything to say otherwise. It's just it's just in their faces and absolutely effective. But no kills from that skirmish is something I'm actually surprised to see. But at the top lane,
The Hanabi,
yeah,
the Hanabi got killed.
yeah, I was just about to say at the top lane, I missed a bit of action as Pete managed to get a solo kill, if I'm not mistaken, onto Saint Bunny. So a kill for kill, especially seeing who it actually went to, the marksman with the kill. So it's something to look out for. But yeah, what do you think about these two teams so far, man? There's a lot of aggression and there's a lot of smart plays as well.
To be honest, I spoke quite highly of Hanabi just for her to die in my face a moment later. So I'm not very pleased with that. I was trying to give her the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt.
A bit of a slap in the face, but we all know that Hanabi is a late game hero, so maybe she will turn up in the late game. But for now, let's just look at the items that they have here. You know, the Roger is building towards that corrosion side. However, the Claude, already has the corrosion side, so that the Cloud is farming really well, and they'll need something to disturb it. But for the rest of the members, Saint Bunny has now picked up the right now we're seeing Mob being engaged onto by Saint Khan. You can see the hard guard being used as well. We might be in for a dive, but these two have really decent ult. But Lycan Pounce is being used up here. The Roger caught in a very bad position, taking a decent amount of those tower shots. But right now we're seeing the Lycan Pounce save Saint Khan, but Pied Khan in a very bad position. He might be taken down, and he is. That is a kill for Saint Bunny onto that hero. But right now we're seeing Khan not retreating, engaging again, and also taking a kill onto Juvea. That does give, or that does open up this torrent here at the top lane for Saint Dynasty to absolutely decimate. That is 2 kills for Saint Dynasty as well as the torrent. So they're playing this really, really well. But in the bot lane, we are seeing Music King with a Black Dragon form take down Mulatto the Slayer. I think that was a 2v1 or 2v2 if I'm not mistaken. So Saint Dynasty are gaining dominion across the board. But yeah, man, this is way too early of a game, and there are ways that Alchemy X can come back and really show what they're capable of. But what do you think about the game so far, man?
Be taking the turtle now. I don't think it'll be contested at all. You know, Akai is on the other side, probably invading the jungle, and he's not focusing on the turtle. To be honest, I did say that I like the draft of Alchemy X better, but again, I also did prefer the Hanabi pick just because of personal favoritism. So it's a win-win situation for me. Whatever team wins, you know, I play my cards.
You're spoken like a true man. But right now, it seems as though Saint Dynasty have already picked up a few decent amount of gold lead. I think it's around 4K if I'm not mistaken. But we're also seeing the cloud rotate a bit deeper. But right now, Saint Khan here in the blue buff, I think he missed that retribution that allowed Black Japanese to manage to get something out of that. But right now, Super Map, sorry, forced to use that flicker. The damage coming out from the Raja is really, really too much. Oh, that big Eternal Guard from Vexan and Juvea with the big Eternal Guard to zone out Saint Dynasty. I think Saint Dynasty are not satisfied. They are going for the kill and they are looking for something more. Seems as though Saint Khan is caught in a very bad position. He's taking a decent amount of turret shots and he gets taken down. But in the meantime, Claude was engaging onto Saint Circuit. Didn't manage to get the kill. I think he did force out a Purifier actually. I hadn't even noticed that it was actually a Purifier from the Angela. Before we talk about the items that they have here, what do you think about this Purifier on the Angela? I didn't actually even notice it.
I just noticed it now as well. I think it's because of Akai and probably Vixana, as well as Camilla. Oh wait, I just realized that team does have quite a bit of CC.
Here at the top, we're seeing Saint Bunny being taken road. That hard guard is being pulled out at the moment. But that shield I was talking about is absolutely saving her at the moment. The amount of damage that Saint Bunny is dealing right now is absolutely insane. That Angela is coming into clutch. But it's Jinx looking and searching for Pete, forced to use okay. The way he was running so fast, I actually thought he had sprint, but no, it was a passive on the jungle. Pete managing to survive that, but no, Khan in the background looking for him. He might get this kill, he might not, and he does. I don't know why Pete went back. He could have survived, but pure decision making led to his downfall in that play as Saint Dynasty are stealing yet another buff. But yeah, man.
It's the turtle once again. I don't think Alchemy X has any chance against the turtle, especially with where even is Akai? Oh, mid lane. Time. So
yeah,
that's
man.
2 turtles for the side.
No, go on.
I was just saying that's 2 turtles for the side of Saints, and we get a 3-man gank on bottom lane.
Yeah, we are seeing that Black Dragon form being used up. The Farago armor is already being taken down. Some Laza Slayer is caught in a very bad position right now. But with the help of the heavy spin,
did he
manages to clinch onto dear life as he survives that, man. That was just absolutely crazy. I'm sure that's
HP
like that's literally 1 HP. That's the full textbook definition of 1 HP. But since we have a bit of breathing room, let's just look at the builds that they have at the moment. But here at the top lane, we are seeing that blazing duel onto the Hanabi, the hard guard being shown up but not actually used. I think it was just to deter Pete and the rest of Alchemy X for taking that. But now I just want us to look at the builds that we have at the moment. The Raja already has the Corrosion Scythe. I think he's building towards that Demon Hunter so that Raja will be dealing a heck of a lot of damage. But on the side of Angela, already picked up this Flask of Oasis, so that will be something annoying that they'll have to look out for. But in the top lane, Pete almost getting
1 HP again.
1 HP.
Team's getting very lucky with the 1 HP getaways.
Yeah, if they had that new item Sky Piercer, I think those would have been turned into kills. But they're still managing to zone out Alchemy X for them to take out these turrets. So it's a trade. It's a very good trade, and it's really good for Saint Dynasty at the moment. But yeah, let me just go back to you, man. What do you think about the game? Talk to us. How are you feeling?
To be honest, it's just being quite dominated by Saints and Alchemy X's. I think they need to start playing better as a team. You know, team fights, not
Yep.
getting caught out single, because you know these
Oh,
one
this is
HP getaways they've been quite lucky with is just because it's 1v3 or 1v4.
yep, yep.
So they really need
1v3
to
and
start grouping
1v4.
together and playing as a team. Yes, sir.
That's
Oh,
also
that
something I've
killed.
noticed as well. But oh, we did see that blazing duet being used out by Pete, getting Saint Circuit extremely low, or rather low. But right now we're seeing Jinx engage onto and does use that black shoes. But now the curse of blood is being used as well. So Jinx is looking and hunting for that Claude, but the Claude will manage to survive. But now the hard guard has been used onto the Hanabi, just to zone out a few members and allow Saint Khan to take down the Lord in the meantime. So that was wonderful zoning from them. But in that skirmish, seems as though Jinx went hunting and finally got his prey, taking down Pete 304. That Disney XD plays is not coming out for him, man. It's not really working out at the moment. But yeah, to echo what you were saying, Alchemy X, they have to find a way to coordinate their plays. They have really, really good ults for team fights. It's just they're not coming in together. They're not utilizing it to the best of their ability. And I think they're getting caught out for it. Um,
If it's your
but
connection,
those are my thoughts on the Alchemy X could do to salvage the game. Ooh, my connection is bad right now. My connection is bad. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. I
a
hope you
bit of a
guys can hear
skirmish
me.
top lane as the Lord is coming in for the push.
Yeah, the
This
Lord
might be
is.
the end of the game.
Yeah, the Lord is coming up at the top and it's still full HP. It was a very good zone from Jinx, but now we're seeing that cursed blood being used up. Only catching one member, but that Lycan powers onto Superman does manage to get the kill. But the heavy spin from Black Japanese, as well as that ult from the X-Borg, managing to get a few decent kills. But Muzi King here managing to get a kill onto Pipe. So that's a lot of wave clear from the side of Alchemy X taken down. But Saint Khan is relentless, getting that kill onto Juvea. But now we're seeing the Black Dragon form by Muzi King, trying to find something here. Another hard guard being used by Circuit on to Saint Khan. They are very aggressive. They're looking for that game ender. I think they're looking for kills more than anything else. It seems as though they're likely to get it, but the torrent is being taken down slowly but surely. Muzi King will focus it, and that is GG for Saint Dynasty versus Alchemy X. GG Saint Dynasty, man. That was a wonderful game. Wonderful game. Um, Big
This
man
is why
Jake.
you don't underestimate Hanabi.
Yeah, man, it's the Hanabi. It carried. It was basically a 1v9. It's basically a 1v1. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the game, man? What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, to be honest, I still think that Alchemy X, if they had used the heroes that they had to the best of their capabilities, along with ensuring that they were in the team fights together, then they could have ended up victorious because I still they had a better draft. But then again, when you've got a hero like Roger paired with Angela, you know there's not much really you can do against them. So um, you know, it's turned out in the favor of the Saints this time around.
Definitely,
But
definitely,
let's.
man. But
Mhm.
you were saying, go on, speak to
I
us.
was just gonna say, you know, we can hear from the panelists, Jazz and Doofus here as well.
Yeah, but just to give off my last opinions on that game, that was a wonderfully executed game from them. I was kind of shocked, or I was pleasantly surprised by Alchemy X's early game rotations. I liked how they prioritized helping their Akai. I think they knew how aggressive Saint Dynasty can be, especially in the early game. So doing their rotation kind of helped them navigate that early game really, really well. So it was something I was really impressed by, but unfortunately they couldn't maximize on it, and it allowed Saint Dynasty to come back. But also another thing, the Angela pick. Sometimes we often focus on these tanks that are able to do such incredible work in terms of combining the teams, allowing for the damage dealers to absolutely pop off. But these supports are also OP as well, and we saw why. The hard guard saved a lot of people, as well as the Nabi in the top lane. So there was a lot of plays from that Angela I was extremely impressed by. But also to the credit of Alchemy X, they had a few decent comebacks as well. That heavy sling, it came into good effect a few times, saved them, almost saved them the game. But unfortunately, Saint Dynasty came with the heat, and it was too much for Alchemy X to handle. But for now, we are heading into another game. Oh wait, no. Let me get Jasmine's opinion on that game. Jasmine, before we head into this other game, what are your thoughts on Alchemy X versus Saint Dynasty?
Can Doof join my lobby, please? Okay.
Deuce inviting me
Um,
to a lobby. I don't know if it's the same one.
Yeah, I was also embarrassed. I think it's the same one, but seems though we're doing a bit of admin work here. Whoa, I invited the wrong person. Never mind. No, he is in this guy.
How the
But
world sees
before we get into that, Jasmine, what are your thoughts on the game?
yeah, I mean it was like a really good game from both of them. I think like from the minute that they started, they was like, you know, just fighting, like invading, especially from Saints. Um, Alchemy X did have a good draft, especially with the Carmela and the Vexana. But like Jake said, they like didn't really use it well. Maybe obviously Saints banned all of Mab's tanks that he's probably comfortable with. But yeah, GG's to both of them.
Yeah, GG's to both of them. So the draft pick or the draft phase was extremely important. So it is something to look out for the next time you go against Saint Dynasty or the next time you go up against Alchemy X. Just take a few notes and maybe you might clinch the victory. But right now we are into our next game, Alchemy X. Maybe they have an opportunity to get a few redemption points. Um, I think the team that they are against, if I'm not mistaken, is called
Heaven's
Heaven
Predators.
Predators, Heaven
Yes.
Predators or Heaven's Predators. I'm not, I'm not really sure. But yeah, what do you think about Heaven's? What do you think about HP? Yeah, what do you think about HP as a team in general?
I mean I've seen them play before, like yesterday. Obviously, I did their off-stream matches. Um, they are a really good team, so I wouldn't put them down. But I think that's like the good thing of this MSA is that we are seeing teams who like rise up from the bottom.
Yep.
So let's just see how they draft goes today, because yesterday they did have a good draft. But
Yep.
obviously I was biased and I did pick RRQ. So
So I'm guessing in that match RRQ won against
no, they actually lost.
Oh, okay. So a team that beat RRQ yesterday, HP, something to look out for. It'll be interesting to see how this team plays. I'm not sure if the whoever they played yesterday is the same now, but right now we have Kanye East. Kanye in the gang. Potito, if I'm not mistaken, that's how you pronounce it. Noah, Queen, and Apocalypse 23. Look out for these players. If you see them in rank, shout them out. But for now, we are into our second game of the night. But between these two teams, who do you have your favor on? I'm assuming you know enough about these two teams now.
um, I'm gonna go for Alchemy X.
Alchemy X, Alchemy X. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I think we can start the match now, if I'm not mistaken.
One
Um,
second, I'm just doing heads or tails.
yes,
Sorry,
so
guys, I
point.
don't mean to interrupt. But there's Lord Hades in the channel. Is he commentating or paneling? Did one of you ask him to be here? It's just I've never seen him before.
He can cast with Aerie.
Lord
Or let me
Hades,
just.
is that why you're here? You can unmute. We won't bite.
Okay. And we are ready
So we
to
have a
go.
shy, yeah, we have a shy member along with us, but then nevertheless, let's just focus on the game. We have Alchemy X versus HP. Will be interesting to see what type of bands they go for in the first phase. So yeah, Jasmine. I'm assuming since you know Alchemy X, what type of strategy will they go for? Do you think they'll focus more on team fights, or will they go for pickoffs, or what strategy do they often go for?
I don't know them actually. I did not see them play yesterday, so because they had no off-stream games. But I feel like
Where there is
maybe
light,
they're gonna
there
go
are
for like
also
team fights
shadows.
because we know that when they verse Saints, they weren't really any team fights from them. Like they had the good draft, they could have done better during the team fights.
When the
But I
body
see a
suffers,
Benedetta
your team
ban
is the
from the
spirit
side of
blooms.
Alchemy X.
Yeah, and also a Minotaur band. So I'm not sure if these bands are targeted or they. Yeah, since you watched HP yesterday, did any of them play the Minnow and the Benedetta?
They didn't actually. That's why I'm surprised by the Benedetta ban. Did she get a buff or something? Maybe I don't know about that.
I think with the new RX, every fighter has gotten somewhat of a buff as well as the Thunderbolt. So you already know how
Rise
OP those
beyond
items are, and put that
weakness,
alongside the
and you
Queen's Wings
reignite
is
the
just absolute
star.
decimation. But we are seeing Alchemy X pick up this Yuzong, an extreme, a really, really big bully in the EXP right now. We have seen in the last game, if I'm not mistaken, it was Saint Dynasty who picked up the Yuzong. So this time it is Alchemy X who pick it up. No, I think they want to take notes from that last game and implement it into this one. But we are seeing Pao Tito, if I'm not mistaken, pick up this CC. Haven't really seen a lot of CC these days, but she still is a viable hero. What do you think about the CC right now?
I mean, she's actually really good. I've played her, I think, l- this morning at like 2 a.m. in rank. Um, yeah, she's a good hero. I do like the Lunox, however. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Sky Piercer can be built on Lunox. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep, Sky Piercer can be built on any hero. You can even build it on Tigreal.
Masters, it's our
Nobody will even say
Ooh,
anything. I
showtime.
but
won't
the
say anything.
Odette.
I won't even say anything. Yeah,
I
but
think I've only
I'm
seen
still
like.
surprised that you're saying you're ranked. I'm still surprised that you're saying you're ranking at 2 a.m. Seems as though somebody hasn't touched grass in a long time. But nevertheless, we are seeing the Odette, as you've mentioned, as well as the Claude. Claude, we saw that Pete is really decent at it. So it'll be
I
something to look out
mean,
for. But what do you think about this Odette?
I Odette is a good hero. She's a strong hero. Obviously, but like picking her right now because worry in case Heaven's Predators take something that can, just knock her up and like cancel her ult. But I guess we just have to see the way Juvia plays her and what tank Mab is gonna go for.
Yeah, that is also something to look out for. But from the side of HP, they did ban out the Matilda, giving the CC as well who's whoever their marksman is going to be. I'm thinking maybe like Ixia, or somebody stationary to just help that marksman roam around. But they did ban out the Akai. Um, I
Looks
don't know
like
what
they
type of
watched.
jungler they want to go for when you ban out the Akai. What do you think? Maybe they want to take the Alpha.
I
Um,
mean, maybe they watched the stream and they saw a black Japanese on the Akai.
Yep. Maybe it is targeted, but the X shit that I was telling you about was banned out from Alchemy X. So maybe they saw what HP were trying to do with that Matilda pick. But now let's just go into our prediction magic. Which MM do you think HP is gonna go for? I think maybe a Melissa, maybe I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
oh, okay.
Your
you
team
Oh,
were
it.
wrong.
Yep, I was wrong. I was wrong. But a PNK, Devil and Cooper is the marksman that is
Go
taken up.
back to
your
your
But
people,
Alchemy
your
X
minions.
responds with the Tigreal as well as the Roger Gold Lane. So two picks that they were going against in that last game, they decided to take this time. But for now, what do you think about Alchemy X's draft?
I really do like the Tigreal. Obviously, the Tig can just make the game, especially, when the enemy is all together, he can just like ult and then, flicker
Ooh,
ult, you know? But we
okay.
are seeing a Julian being picked up.
more than a
Okay. We're about to see HP cook. I am kind of concerned that they don't necessarily have a front laner. Maybe the CC can be considered that. I don't know. But
Mm.
what do you think about HP's picks here?
They do have, they have really nice picks, especially the Lunox, the Matilda. But again, yeah, no front laner, like there's no heavy, like tanky EXP compared to Alchemy X draft where they have the Tig and the Yuzong. So that's a bit
Yep.
concerning, but let's just see how they play it out.
Yep, it is a bit concerning, but execution counts for everything. It's draft, but also execution. But right now, this is the draft that we have here, ladies and gentlemen. HP going out for a bit more damage than we thought they were going to go out for, but Alchemy X sticking to the meta, apart from maybe the Odette, but some may consider it meta depending on how you play it. But these are the drafts that we have here for you today. Make sure you like and comment, and also mention in the comment section which draft between these two teams that you like the most. Be sure to engage. It helps us a lot. So be sure to show your support. But for now, Jasmine, before we hand it over to Jake or whoever my panelist is, which draft do you prefer? Wait, I think I asked you, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think I asked you. I think I asked you. But that is it. Thank you, Jasmine. And Jake, if I'm not mistaken, you'll be my co-panelist. How are you feeling?
Um, I don't think Jake is here.
Okay. Seems as though
So
you want to
I
join me.
think
You
it's
want to
just
join me?
I will join you.
Yep. Well, it seems as though Jasmine is going to offer her commentary, a bit of knowledge from the knowledge for, or I don't, whatever the word is. What do you think about the rotation from HP so far? You know.
Sorry, I was on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm here now.
It's tough. It's tough, but we are seeing a bit of an invade here
Oh,
in the early
invade.
game. It seems as though Kanye East was looking for that buff, but was very caught out. But he's taken really low. But now Apocalypse is the one that gets taken down. But remember, Black Japanese still hasn't used
Oh
that. Like and Pounce does use it, manages to get a double kill. And if I'm not mistaken, that damage buff within the first 2 minutes counted for a lot there. HP made to rule their decision.
yeah,
But
no,
Jasmine, what do you think about that invade?
I think that was a mistake, especially so early, to invade.
Mm,
Of course, you got the Matilda. You can use her wings. Was she even level 2? I don't think so. So obviously that was a mistake. You have Roger, you have Tig invading so early. Mm-mm.
Yep, invading so early, they got taken down extremely, or rather fast, if I do say so myself. But right now, we are seeing Alchemy X have the total priority. A lot of damage is being dealt onto Superman. But right now, it's a 50-50 retry that Black Japanese does use. That Swan as well
Ooh.
as the implosion being used by Alchemy X to great effect. Right now, Queen is caught in a very bad position, does use that chaos form of hers, but it is to no effect as she's forced to flicker out. But right now, that did mean that it's 2 kills as well as the turtle to the side of Alchemy X as they look towards invading on this orange buff. So a lot of trades, really well played from Alchemy X. Yeah, what do you think about that team fight? What do you think about that team fight?
Like again, we've seen how the ult works now. We've seen how Juvia uses it, as well as with the Tig. Um, Heaven's Predators tried to contest for Turtle, but then they
Mm,
really couldn't do much.
Oh, we're seeing Lato the Slayer being invaded on by Julian. 3 members here. It seems as though he will be able to escape, but with a sliver of HP. Right now, we are seeing, Alchemy X just camping here in the bot lane, waiting for Noah to be a bit more aggressive and punish him for it. But Noah is a bit more smarter than that. He's playing it really, really safe. And plus, the vision that the PNK traps, I think that's what they're called. They're very effective in helping him. But right now, we are seeing both teams rotate towards the bot lane. You could be in treat for a team fight. Um, if any team plays aggressive, but we are seeing the flying airways from the Matilda from Apocalypse, but just absolutely shredded by Black Japanese with that Lycan pounce. That does give the advantage towards Alchemy X, but
Oh,
Julian
there's
engages
the
back, but a big implosion from Supermav manages to help Black Japanese get the kill on Kanye East, but Black Japanese is not satisfied. Too aggressive as he was way too far, and the kill goes to Queen, I think, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. So Queen does get the shutdown.
But like
Yeah, what do you
that's
think
what
about
I'm
that play?
talking about. The TIG ult, like flicker ult combo, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they got the kill on Matilda, but they still want more. And yeah, the goal difference it's not that bad, but I think Heaven's Predators can come back. It's just it's early game, right? But I think if they just play it a bit more safer, they
Yep.
can come back.
Yeah, that gold lead right now is standing at a big chunky 1.5k. So it will be something for them to be cautious of. You don't necessarily want to engage onto Alchemy X right now. They do deal a decent amount of damage, but it seems as though Alchemy X are not going to even contest the turtle as they are looking for Pete down here. I think a very I know where Pete right now is being engaged on. What, oh my days. There's just a 4-man gank onto Pete. I think Julian did manage to get the kill, but the implosion as well as the sun from Juvea is absolutely decimating. Um, is
I
absolutely
mean,
decimating HP at the moment. A triple kill for Juvea in that trade. So, oof, that was not how HP would have wanted that to play out. Seems as though Alchemy X are gonna get the torrent in the mid lane as well as the torrent in the bot lane. So it's 2 torrents, a turtle, and 3 kills, a triple kill for Juvea. It's not
I mean,
necessarily the best trade.
if they wanted to gank gold, like gank and go away,
Mhm.
you know that the TIG, you know that mid is coming. Don't try and push the turret. Like that cost them now. They all three of them died there actually.
Yeah, all 3 of them died with only Apocalypse 2, 3, the one to survive. I don't think they were trying to take down the turret. I think they were trying to escape or retreat from that. But a big implosion from Supermap. A really super, super play from him. Right now, we're seeing Grand Theft Purple right here onto Julian's Rough. So this Julian is absolutely struggling with the amount of invades that have been onto him. But right now we're seeing a
Oh,
cotton call used up, but as well as another big implosion from Supermap, as well as a swan song. But right now we are seeing that Black Dragon form being used up. I think is just going to be used to disengage the rest of HP. But Kanye East being taken down. Those turn shots were doing absolute work on Mlato the Slayer as he does go down in that trade. Um, yeah, that was just absolutely insane from Alchemy X right there. It's just wonderfully coordinated, wonderfully rotated, and wonderfully executed. But yeah, what do you think about the game so far? What do you think about the game so far? Also, something I want to take notice of is that Juvea and the Black Japanese both have that Sky Piercer. So the amount of snowball that they're building right now is absolutely crazy. But
I
Jasmine, what do you
mean,
think about the game?
it's like so much action from Alchemy X. I feel like that early invade just was not it because you can see how they're struggling now, especially how in fact now Julian is getting invaded. So small mistakes like that can cost them a lot.
Yeah, it can cost them a lot. And one thing I also have to take notice of is they don't have any big CC. they have nothing that can really change the tide of the game. So they're gonna have to play this extremely well if they're gonna get something out of it. But we did see the orange buff being taken away from Black Jep. Oh my days! Mlato the Sledge is absolutely shredded. I think that is the Julian damage. So even if it's even if it's that bad, it's not necessarily as bleak as some may think. But Pete in a 1v1 does manage to take out the PNK. Um, Not something you would see a lot, but it kind of goes to show how far ahead Pete is. Already has the Trinity build, whereas PNK only has the BOD. So that goal difference is really starting to show.
But again, it's an EXP for a gold lane. So I feel like it's in the favor of Alchemy X here.
Yep, definitely. It is in the favor of Alchemy X as they have 10 kills to that 4. Just 10, 10 times your teammates were killed and you could do absolutely nothing about it. That's just absolutely crazy. Right now, I think the Roger is building towards that Demon Hunter. So both this Roger and Cloud are going to be absolutely dangerous in the late game. Even now, actually, the amount of damage they're dealing because of that gold lead, if I'm not mistaken, is around like 8,000, maybe 7,200, there or thereabouts. So it's just absolutely looking bleak for HP at the moment. But that Lord is being shredded by Alchemy X as they take it uh, rather fast, not even giving HP a chance to, compete for it. But Pete, did you see the amount of damage that Pete is doing right now?
Mhm. But like again, I don't think Heaven's Predator could have even um contested that Lord. They have, of course, they have Matilda, but really, there's no
Yep.
front laner for them to just like contest it.
Yeah, there's no meat. There's no meat person to be standing in the front. But Mob would absolutely whipped his ultimate, but that does not matter. Alchemy X with the Swan Song as well as a big like and pounce from Black Japanese. He does manage to get a few kills, but right now Alchemy X invading in. Black Japanese does manage to get a triple kill, leaving only PNK. That turret is being taken down, and it is GG. That is all she wrote for HP as Alchemy X clinched the victory. What are your thoughts on that game? That was just absolutely insane from Alchemy X.
It was like we saw how they work together now. I feel like they have in this game they did have better rotation, especially Mab and Juvia. Always together. He's ulting, she's using her ult. Um, the side of Heaven's Predators, the draft was there. Okay, I think they just maybe a tankier jungle they could have went for also.
Yeah, they needed a front laner. They needed somebody to absorb the damage so that the rest of the guys can just come in and absolutely cook. Unfortunately, that's not what they went for, and it kind of showed. It kind of showed, to be honest. I think when you're gonna build that Julian, if you're gonna build a damage jungler, you need to have somebody within the team that can absolutely sustain. So if you don't necessarily want to, pick a tanky jungler, maybe pick a tanky EXP, or maybe not go for Matilda. But yeah, those are my opinions. That is the game. Let us know in the comment section what you think HP could have done to turn their tides. But yeah, that is all she wrote for that game as we are slowly approaching the next. Do you want to tell us what's the next game? What is the next game?
It is God versus Lemonators, actually.
Um, that team with a name. That team with a name. That team with a name.
Is it? It doesn't
My
say off
name?
stream though.
It will come to you eventually.
Oh, okay. So are we gonna go to Cobra Knights and
Oh,
Saint Dynasty at 8? Okay, let me do that.
Thousands of wishes.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I
How
think
the
they made a
world
mistake. They were
sees
supposed to
me
schedule
is
it
of
at the
little
same time.
consequence.
We can push a few games forward. We'll just have to contact the teams specifically. Oh, man, it's Doof. It's up to you. It's your stream. It's your stream. What do you think?
Your inner flame flickers with such beauty.
You wanna
Okay,
go
I think
home?
we can take a break and wait for the 8 p.m. stream, which is Cobra Night vs Saint Dynasty. Yeah. Bro, what did I do now? Do you know how rank has been eating my ass, bro?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MSA day number 8, if I'm not mistaken. We are about to witness GOD's Ghost of Deities versus
I,
LEM
Minotaur, will finish
Lemonitons
off
or
what was
Lemontons.
left undone.
Um,
Lemonators, Airy,
Lemonators, yes,
Lemonators.
yes, that team with the name coming back. It's unfortunate that yesterday we couldn't play it out because a few players were lagging. It has been rescheduled for today, so hope you guys enjoy the spectacle we have here. But the first band is the Minotaur, Minotaur, yeah, the
3,000
Minotaur,
worlds.
as well
I've
as
got a
the
single
Martyrs.
worthy
Jasmine,
foe.
what do you think about these
Hoot hoot.
two
Horology is
bands?
my
Sorry.
craft. Diggy is my name.
um, I I've hardly been seeing people ban off what's his name?
When the body suffers,
Martyrs.
spirit
Martyrs. I've
moves.
hardly
Oh,
seen
oh,
people ban
oh.
him off. But I do like the
For
Benedetta
honor!
ban because I
No
know that
fanny band. No fanny band. No
but
fanny.
remember Cole was in jungle yesterday. He went gold lane.
But Mizushi's not here. No fanny band.
Wake me up and
No
But
watch the
Hazy
fanny
is
wheels
band.
here.
turn.
So maybe Hazy is gonna, take up the jungle.
Nah, nah, nah. We want to see that fanny. Pick up the fanny. But right now we are seeing
Everything engulfed in flames.
from the band side, they did ban out the Diggy just to maybe cancel out
Love outshines the
and
golden
allow for this
crown.
Tigreal to be picked up. But we are also going to see the Odette. The Odette, really, really good pick. We have seen these two combinations specifically in the last game, in the last series that we watched. But for now, for Lemon Team, right? They did go with Zohan Goku did go with the Valier, a really, really good mage
I
against
do what I
a lot of
want to do.
tanky heroes, a lot of tank heroes specifically, but also against this Tigreal as well. But Captain Levi is going to pick out this X-Borg and is going to prize it in the jungle. We do
Oh
know
no,
how,
Doof.
yeah, the Doofus probably turning, he's just upset right now. But it's unfortunate
I
Captain
am
Levi is going to go for that.
vengeance
We are going to see that
incarnate.
Hanabi pick as well as the Moskov ban. What do you think about this Moskov ban? I don't know about it, to be honest.
I'm not sure how to feel
Now
about it
Kai enters
really.
the scene.
Same,
I
same.
feel like they just wasted a ban when they could have banned something better.
Yep, they could have banned something better. But for now,
I am the
oh,
priestess
okay.
of primal
Thankfully,
lightning. The
I
hunter
was
of
kind of
all the
curious how
evil
they're going
gods.
to stop this Hanabi.
Oh, there's the
But
fatty.
That's
I
mine.
told you about to see the fan. But I was curious about how they're gonna stop the Odette. But they did pick up the Edith, and the second skill of the Edith is a knockup, so that it will stop the fanny. But right now, we are gonna see. Um, is that Gambit? Is that Camille? I'm not sure who the
Who's
play is,
next?
but did pick up the cloud. Unfortunate for us and the rest of the viewers at home, we did not see the Fanny. Kind of disappointed, but the sun does come out. It's a new day. So what do you think about this sun pick?
I'm not worried about the sun pick. I'm worried about the two red trees that Lemonators have, and it does not look like they're changing it
No,
anytime
they
soon.
still have to pick their hero. Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably going to be changed
okay.
after
May the
that, so they
blood
still
of
have to
my
pick their hero.
enemies fall
But
on my
these are the
spear.
drafts that we have. Are you satisfied with what we're seeing? And which team's draft do you like the most?
Um, I don't know how to feel about the Expo Jungle because I have seen the team played yesterday. I'm not sure if it was them. Also, I'm pretty sure Edith would roam, if I'm not mistaken, and she has Inspire and not Flicker.
I'm
So,
thinking is more of like a Minty, Rome, and Edith EXP, especially when you look at the type of build they're going for Festival of Blood as well as Swift, as well as Brave Smite. So I think the Edith is going to go for a bit more damage. I don't know why, because Edith procs off when you build her tank, so that will be something to look out for. But maybe
I
he's gonna
do
build
like the. Sorry?
no, I was saying maybe he's gonna build a few attack speed items. So it will be something to look out for. But what do you like? Just tell us what you like.
I do like this Valier pick, however, because he's just like an annoying mage with all his
Welcome to
flames.
Mobile
So I do
Legends.
like that pick.
Yeah, sometimes the most annoying heroes are the best heroes. Just ask Seppi. That Joy is extremely annoying to deal with, but and she's absolutely OP. Now that's the drafts that we have here, ladies and gentlemen, in the bushes, in the squatter camps, at home. If you're stalking
I thought
somebody, it doesn't matter where you
I,
are. Just please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and share with us how you guys feel. But yeah, this is the game. You thought what was gonna happen?
I thought that joke was gone old eerie.
It's never going old. You know what I mean? Not as old as Doof at least. But right now we are seeing a bit of a late game rotation from
Oh,
this hero, this hero's name right now, from the Odette, forcing out the Aegis or the Aegis rather from Schwam's Schwam's. I think I'm saying that right. Right now we're seeing the Lethal Wandering being picked up. I think it was Cole who used the Retribution for it, so it was God who managed to get the Lethal Wanderer. I am kind of surprised about how slow both these teams' rotation is.
I can see that they prioritizing the gold.
Yeah, they're prioritizing that gold, but it is a 3v2, so they're gonna have to be more careful, especially with the Hanabi and CC immunity. But right now we're seeing Cole preparing himself. They're looking, they're searching, but oh, Cole just misplaces that first kill. But right now we're gonna see Tigreal being brought up into that turret, taking a few turn shots that will allow or give Lemonators a breathing room as they survive this gank. It Yeah, what do you think about the rotation from Valier at the moment? It's rather slow and very
It's
unorthodox.
yeah, I mean he's like of course you got to clear your lane, but if your gold is getting ganked in a 3v1 situation, then I feel like of course you have to like go and help them.
Yeah,
I'm not
obviously you have
really
to go
sure
help
if
them.
they
Right now,
can.
we are seeing Late Night Expresso use that swan song just to zone out the rest of Lemonators, and give his team God a bit of turtle power. Sorry for cutting you
No, no,
there
no.
for
I
a
was
moment.
just gonna say, I don't think they could have contested that. Especially with Odette ult, we saw that Xbox had to recall because, she almost took him out.
Yeah, that's Farraga armor was gone in seconds. But right now, we are going to see a bit of um it seems as though this Dayrauth, which is something that anybody should expect, is gaining that total power. But right now we're seeing Hanabi being attacked on here, forced to use that ultimate. But right now we are going to see that decimation also being used. Hanabi caught in a very bad position, and the first blood does go to God as this Hanabi is taken down. But in the bot lane, Hayes get taken down. I think it was a 1v1 Dark Assassin managing to get that. However, at the top lane, this does give the Claude. Look at the amount of turn shielding that the Claude is getting at the moment. It's just absolutely
I
insane.
mean, it is a fair trade, but then in a way, it's also not a fair
Ooh.
trade
Oh
because
my
she gets
days,
taken down again.
Shams is caught out again and getting absolutely no help from his teammates. I'm sure he's spamming report the mage, report the Roma. But yeah, what do you think about the game so far?
Yeah, like, I feel like you just need to help your man. They got taken down 2 times now because of no backup, because of God ganking them. We can see that there is a big gold lead here from the side of God.
Oh, just look at how
So
fast Cole is taking down this this torrent at the moment. It's just absolutely utilizing that sun to full effect. But right now we're gonna see a um a, a gank, sorry, in the bot lane from Hayes and Vince Unhinged managing to get Dark Assassin. But in the top lane, I think Stormzy was caught in a 1v1 versus the Claude. Claude managing to get the kill. So this is not looking good for Lemonators. Yes, it's not looking good for them. What do you think they could do to maybe come back to turn the tides of the game? It seems as though Lemonators have left our panelist very speechless. But right now, we're going to see the Song in the mid lane, forcing a flicker from Jeff. Even though he survived, he felt it necessary to go back for seconds. Unfortunately, those seconds did result in his death. Right now, we're going to see a 1v1 in the bot lane. And as the scripters have written in the stars, the Dayroth does win that 1v1. Hayes does manage to get a kill. But right now, we're going to see Cole and the rest of God invading on this blue buff, just compounding their lead. Captain Levi is having a very hard time as his jungle is not his own at the moment. Starting to look bleak right now for the side of Lemonators. It's starting to look bleak for them. But oh, a big implosion, managing only to get Riff. And we are seeing that song with a clone just to secure that kill.
Okay,
This,
sorry, I lagged there.
yeah, sorry for the lag, but right now we're gonna see Cole pick up the double kill, managing to take down Zohan Goku. Yes, Zohan Goku. Yeah, that was tough. But Cole caught in a very bad position. Yeah, the Hanabi is, going back for seconds, trying to come up with something here. But it seems as though that last insanity will be used by the Xbox to no effect, and it might be going down. Riff does go down in that skirmish, and Riff is having a really, really hard time on a 0-3-0 KDA. Something to look out for. I'm kind of wondering who has that kill from the side of Lemonators. Oh, it seems though it's Dark Assassin. It is Dark Assassin in that 1v1, but Dark Assassin choosing to go back into that very, very bad decision making. We are gonna see that ultimate from Hayes absolutely decimate Dark Assassin. Even though the Valier tried to help, it was to no effect. Oh wait, no, I forgot the Jasmine. You're back. Jasmine, how do you feel
Um,
about the game?
so my game kicked me, so I'm loading in again. But I'm back now. Oh wait, 10
Oh my
1.
days! Oh my days!
10
South
1.
Africa. Yeah, South African network it kicked out our go out of the game, but nevertheless, that is the game that we have at the moment. Um, oh, we're gonna see a blazing duet from the Proud, just absolutely doing a lot of damage to the backline, but is going to get caught out. Shromzy does manage to get the kill. The kill goes to the right person. They need that Hanabi to get a few items. They need that Hanabi to start making a comeback. Right now, we're gonna see a
Oh,
big implosion from Vince Unhinged, as well as a swan song from Late Night Espresso. That Late Night Espresso is kicking in absolutely well. Cole does manage to get a kill onto the Hanabi, as well as the Torrent in the mid lane's passive procs. God are just absolutely decimating this game. But oh, the Dayroth is going back in with the ultimate, but he's going to get taken down. That is a shutdown, ladies and gentlemen. You can't be too aggressive, especially when you're going up against the spinning midget in Captain Levi. Captain Levi does manage to get the kill onto that, so he's the only one with a positive KDA. But we were privy to a conceal play from its Rift. Unfortunately, he couldn't hook and sink anybody into his ultimate or into his teammate's path. But right now, Odette, I think he's searching and looking, but Late Night Espresso just decides against being or playing the aggressive play. But as we look at the items right now, the Odette not already has that glowing wand as well as the wishing lantern, so we know where that extra bit of damage is coming from. That passive for 10%, I think, for 10% of the target's max AP or something like that is coming in hand. And also another thing we're seeing is that Cole has built up the corrosion side, as well as the demon hunter also has that sea helper. I think it's to help him against I think Swansea with the shield and stuff like that, so just to tear him up a bit faster. So that will be something to look out for. But Cole and the rest of them are looking and hunting. They do manage to ult a few members, but Ref forced to flicker out. Cole is absolutely aggressive there in the background, but it was his shadows. He did manage to escape in that skirmish. I do not know how he did that. If you guys know how Sun works, you will tell me. But that was absolutely well played from God. Jasmine, are you back?
yes, I think they just need to play it safer now, especially like look at the goal lead area. Like I think they just really need to be cautious how they play it and not stick together because we know if Tig conceals and then flicker ult and we could possibly get a wipe out.
It could possibly get a wipeout. That will be something to look out for, but you are right. That 11k gold lead is way too much. Also, something to look out for is the Hanabi's clear speed is absolutely phenomenal. The way she's able to clear these waves and deal damage to the enemy team on a continuous basis without them having to do anything. I don't think there's anything they can do but wait for the tick to come up with a ult. And Vince is looking, but Flicker and ult only manages to catch one member, is unfortunately stuck in there. The turret will do enough damage to kill him, but in the meantime, Hayes and the rest of GOD managing to target the backline, sorry, they managed to get a few kills. So it's two members remaining from the side of Lemonator as both as two rather inhibitor turrets go down, and it looks as though the third one is going to go down as well. But the turret does use that blazing duet, does manage to get Zupan Goku, but they focus on this torrent, and this might be GG as they clinch the game. That is it. God Ghost of Deities manages to get that victory. GG. So Jasmine, yikes! What do you think about that game?
Dominators had the draft, okay? Obviously, they
I don't
could
know.
have done a better job with the jungler. I feel like there's just way better junglers out there compared to Xborg. Um, the goal difference, the rotation from the Valier and the Minotaur was just it wasn't that great because we saw Hanabi suffer due to that. So I think that Lemonades really need to work on their rotation and maybe like pick a better draft.
Yeah, definitely. I think their draft was the problem. But they did go for comforts. We have seen it Riff go for this Minty. Mintatar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You guys will correct me in the comment section, but we have seen him go for that pick quite a few times in the tournament. So maybe that is a comfort pick for him. And unfortunately, the comfort only ends there as they lose because of it. I don't think this is the first and only
My
game that they've
name,
lost because of this
it will
Mintatar pick.
come to
It
you
wasn't necessarily big.
eventually.
It didn't work the way I think they wanted it to work, and it is rather unfortunate. But yeah, that is the game. That is the game, and that is GG for that. I think maybe you want to tell us what's the next one in
Your
line?
inner
It
flame
is
flickers with
Cobra Knight
such
and
fury.
Saint Dynasty.
All right, Saint Dynasty at it again.
Are you gonna start glazing again, Ari?
If you want to cast with Samara and them, just say so. You know what I mean? I can still kick you out. You know what I'm saying? I can kick you out. It's fine. It's fine. You know what I mean? Maybe she's tired of casting. That's what she's telling me, subliminally. But we'll have to see. But yeah, Jasmine. Wait, you said it's what and what? It's Saint Dynasty
It's
versus
Cobra Knights. Yeah.
Cobra and Nightwolves. Yeah. So what do you think about Cobra and Nightwolves? Yeah. What do you think about that team specifically?
Oh shit! I invited the wrong person.
Oh,
I don't
language.
know who they
Oh,
are.
language. Oh, my days. Language,
Oh,
language, language. Oh, my days. Sponsors. You see what's
my
you see
bad.
what's going on here. You see what's going on. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
My bad, guys. My bad.
We do accept that apology, but yeah, it's Cobra and Nightwolves. What do you think about that team?
I really don't know who they are, so can you tell me
Hmm.
about them?
You weren't watching yesterday.
No, I was doing off streams.
Okay, okay. Um, it seems as though he was doing off streams, but Cobra Nightwolves, if I were to describe them, they're a bit of hit and miss. They did have really, really good plays, but at the same time, they did have really, really aggressive ones. So, and we have seen Saint Dynasty a really aggressive team. So I'm kind of interesting. a lot. And we appreciate you guys 100%. We are going into the fourth game of the day, so we have a few decent amount of games in hand. It will be a spectacle all the way up until the last. So make sure you show your support, and also say which team between these two teams that you are favoring, which team you think is gonna win, which team you like the most. Just make sure you support us. But we're just gonna wait for the teams to log in. Just gonna wait for the admin stuff to be done, and we're gonna get right away. But Hades, don't you have anything
Yes.
to say?
Oh well. So what matchup are we having? Like Saint versus?
It's a Saint Dynasty versus Cobra Nightwolves.
Okay, okay. So I'm definitely betting on Saint for this match. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, but we will see, man. Maybe we're in for a surprise. That yeah, will be interesting to see how that goes. But do you have anybody from Night Wolves that you know? Maybe you can tell us something, a few things about that team.
Well, I don't really know about the Nightwolves, but maybe I know some players. I'll just have to wait them to log in into the lobby to see if I know
Yeah,
anyone on
man.
there.
Yeah, Night Wolves are working on African time. We tell you to show up at this time. You gotta make sure you're 10 minutes late. But hopefully they can show up. But what do you think about the games that have played so far? Which team has impressed you the most?
um, so the last match I was watching because I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
able to see anything much. For the last match, I think there is a certain gap in like communication, maybe, and also the difference came out with the boxman lane. Like if Hanabi was fed, they could have easily defended the in the late game.
Yep.
So that is one of the mistakes that the team did. They didn't protect their marksman like it should, especially in ganks.
Yeah, because it seems as though Hanabi was the target for God.
Well,
But
I didn't
yeah,
expect that Cole
I
would
just
pick
wanna
the.
maybe let me narrow it down. Which player so far in today's games, which player specifically has impressed you the most?
Mm, well, I would say that. Wait, I don't remember his name. I think it was Doc something.
Um, I don't think
Okay.
you're talking about Dark Assassin, but which hero did this player play?
I don't remember. It was the match before. I think
Mm.
it was versus the HP match.
Oh, okay, the HP match. Um,
I don't really remember the
yeah, we'll
team.
just have to.
I got
I'm
like
also.
I got several bunch of lists for different team matchups. I don't really understand which one. I think it's the group E, right?
Yeah, this is Group E. This is Group E for anybody. Um, but I think the one before this one was Alchemy X versus HP, right? So it
Yeah,
from
actually.
Alchemy X, it was Mulatto the Slayer, Pete 304, Supermap, Black Japanese, and
Oh yeah,
Judea.
yeah. It was Black Japanese. He did really well. It was
On
quite
that one.
outstanding.
Yeah, he was quite that. I don't know. Yeah, Black Japanese did play really well on that Roger. We saw how
I,
good he was.
I mean,
Go on.
I did play a few matches with him, but I didn't expect him to be like playing like that.
The difference between the difference between the tournament rank and classic. So which one did you play with him? Did you play classic? Did you
Well,
play rank?
I think it was classic.
Classic mains. Let's classic mains shout out. Make sure you put a W in the chat if you guys are there. But seems as though this other team is running. Well, okay, no, they are still early. They are relatively
They
early.
have,
Yeah,
yeah,
they are
1 minute
early.
and then they have 10 minutes, and then if they're not judged,
They have
disqualification.
11 minutes. They have 11 minutes. I think the confusion was caused because the game we just had ended relatively quickly, so that did leave us with a bit of time before the next one. Um, but it seems as though they were not paying attention. You know what I mean? That is a bit concerning because maybe they don't. It doesn't seem like they were watching the stream, so maybe they won't know who to ban and who not to. So maybe we'll see Saint Dynasty at their fullest. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Um, do we want to off stream and then what are we doing? Or are we just yapping?
We're just
Yeah, we
waiting and
can.
watching them move.
Tell
Yeah, we can
me,
just
Ari,
we can turn off the
how
mic.
has rank been for you this season? Yes.
I haven't been ranking. I haven't played one game. I haven't even played one. I'm a classic warrior.
He's living the classic warrior
Yeah,
life.
I'm living the classic life. I'm living the classic life, just enjoying life in
Well,
classic, abusing,
how
abusing
how has
kids.
that been?
It's been
How
nice
has that
abusing
been going?
kids. I'm saying it's been nice, you know. I'm abusing kids. You know, the 11-year-olds. I'm making them rage quit the game. It's been a heck of a journey. Yeah, I'm not ranking anytime soon. I'm not ranking anytime soon. I
Invite Ari and then he can carry.
invite me so I can feed in your team. You know what I mean? I move like Oprah Winfrey. Everybody gets a kill. You get a kill. You get a kill. It's uh, it's just I'm just that generous. But for now, seems as though the other team has 9 minutes to log in. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. It's a long time actually. Dang. But Doof, you wanna mute the mics for now?
Your team is banning.
So we're having the first ban from the Saints. Saint Bunny, what
Oh,
the
oh,
heck?
oh, my bad,
Only
my
two
bad, my bad.
ban.
Welcome back, everybody, to this game. It is Saint Dynasty versus Cobra Nightwolves. That's the one we have here. It seems as though Saint Dynasty have the first ban, and they're choosing to ban
Your
out this
team
Tig.
is banning.
Co-panelist to Hades. What do you think? What do you think about this Tig ban?
Your team
Oh
is
yeah,
banning.
I definitely agree with Tiger ban, but Moscow ban isn't.
It's my
Your
way or the
team is
highway.
banning.
It's a waste of ban,
Yeah,
personally.
maybe Cobra Nightwolves have gone against the very good Moscow players, and they don't like that pick. But we're seeing two bans, namely in Ixia and Moscow. That is a weird one for me. But I understand this Yuzong pick. I mean, this Yuzong ban, man. What do you think about Yuzong after the updates? He wasn't directly buff, but the way he benefits from all these items is
True
just
love
crazy.
is like
Your
blood.
team
Yeah,
is
I
picking.
mean, Yuzong was always a good pick, especially in a team of 5v5 composition,
Mm.
because
The hunt
it's
begins.
really good at ganking or making really
Fight
wild
for the
team
ultimate
play,
Your team is
I
picking.
should say.
Definitely, definitely. It's really good at making those wild team plays. But right now we're gonna see. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
this one
okay.
is
This is something Dynasty. Um, I think they're gonna go for a Camilla jungle. I think they're gonna go for Camilla jungle. And no. What's going on here?
Oh, I have
okay.
seen
Adventure
in the
starts
Your
chat
team
here.
is
that
picking.
Okay, so
Saints
let
said,
me try. It's Camilla jungle, Kaja EXP, and Florin Rome.
so my prediction here is that Saints are going with all supports.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about that because
Your
it's
team
already
is
three
banning.
supports. So maybe we will see a Matilda,
Or an Angela
maybe.
also.
Four
Oh
Matilda,
yeah,
supports and
Angela.
Angela.
one. Oh, four
Okay,
supports and one
okay,
damage
hear about
dealer.
that. Hear about that. Angela on marksman lane is deadly.
Angelo and Marksman. We'll wait to see what that entails. But for now, we are going to
Your
see
team
the
is
Cobra White
banning.
Wolves ban out the Clint. Clint, a very good early game marksman. We have seen how dangerous he is. But also to the draft of Cobra White Wolves, they have banned out the Hilda. Oh, sorry, they have picked up the Hilda as well as the Ruby. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Hilda is going to go to the Rome position and the Ruby will go to EXP. And Hybrid will pilot this Xavier in the mid lane. What do you think about the Cobra White Wolves draft?
Well, that's quite balanced and tanky, I should say. The Xavier is really high burst damage. The Ruby has good and decent CC and is also very tanky. The Hera, on comparison, is a really underrated pick because Hilda does an incredible damage, like one shot, and also is
Need some
tanky,
stitches? I can help.
Your team is
especially
Also
in the
his
late
tanky
game.
build.
And there we oh
Oh, I think
Jinx
you're right.
decides she wants
I think you're right.
range.
I think we're gonna see four
Always on the
supports
way.
and one damage dealer, or maybe we're gonna see an Angela, Jinx for now, just roaming over that low E.
No,
Rafaela. Oh my
that's
days, this
five
team.
supples.
Oh my days, this team. Um, they're gonna go for the chip. Okay, let's see them cook. Let's see them cook. Let's see them cook.
Who said
But they
there are
do
no
pick out the
shortcuts in
Baron.
life?
So it's
I
five
literally
supports
invented
to the
one.
side of Saint Dynasty and to the side of Cobra White Wolves. I'm wondering how they're gonna finish out this composition. I'm wondering what they're gonna do. Um, this is crazy. This is crazy. If they actually pick, oh, the Buckshot is genuinely smart pick here. The
Well, it's
Buckshot is
definitely
extremely smart here.
yeah,
Because the
because
heel cut from Baksha is absolutely insane. So I think the Baksha is absolutely insane here. But it'll be one. I'm wondering to. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen. Guy, yo, let me
You
just
know what? I feel like I feel like they could pull this off, okay?
yeah,
Yeah,
it all
yeah.
depends.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But in the comment section, what do you guys think? Saint Dynasty are doing. The Heavenly Pandas, man. They just is this a troll or is this the next meta? Make sure you comment in the comment section what you guys think. But for the co-panelists, let me just leave it to y'all to tell me how you guys are feeling about these two drafts.
Um,
Um,
for it. Well, well, I did play on the Indonesian server, so yeah, I did see a lot of 5-man support, and they dealt really high damage. Outstanding early game, to be honest. But I don't know if South African server how they're gonna play
Welcome
this.
to Mobile Legends!
It's actually the first time that I'm seeing it.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
And you,
Smash them!
Jasmine, what about you?
All troops deployed!
I mean, okay, but the thing is, they do have a front line because like Carmela, and especially Carmela in jungle, we've seen how good she is. We've seen Swag and so many other people use her, so we know that she's good. But then at the same time, I do think Saints are trolling, right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
gotta be a troll. It's gotta be a
but
troll, but it's
I,
tough.
mm, I don't know, man. I think that they could win this.
Yeah, they could win this, but I think they, apart from the Camilla, and Saint Bunny, I think they're all going to go for damage. But right now, we're seeing Jinx being engaged on really, really early, forced to use that flicker as a disengage tool. But in the mid lane, we're going to see that Rita Wonder being contested with Saint Khan coming out the victor. But oh my days, Obi and the Protector taking really, really low right now. The supports are absolutely winning out. But that does mean that Saint Dynasty won't necessarily have that red tree for those invoids that they are commonly known for. But at the top lane, Lindo. Struggling against this Melissa in the 1v1 right now. Melissa is doing a heck of a lot of damage. Did use that Inspire, so I guess that's where some of the damage comes from. But yeah, what yeah, I'm just thinking about the type of builds that they're gonna go for. What type of builds do you think we're gonna see today? Do you think
Maybe
all
we're
of them are
gonna
gonna
see
go
the
damage?
Skype. I feel like maybe a Skype PSL would be picked up from Con.
Yeah, it might be, but at the top lane, Jinx being taken down does give away the first blood. Lindo caught in a very bad position, forced to use out that flicker. Man, this composition is showing its faulties way too early in the game. Unfortunate, but for in the meantime, rather in the bot lane, I actually thought something was happening there, but unfortunately, that is not what is happening. Right now, Saint Khan seems to be focusing down on this turtle, but oh, the final judgment being used up, and Saint Khan whipped
Oh,
out that revolution, but Circuit managed to absolutely come up with something. But that curse of blood being used to full effect as it takes down the protector and Obi in that one. Obi-Wan Kenobi could not get escaped, but oh, Jinx pulls them back for allowing for his team to absolutely decimate hybrid. So I think that early game that Jake was talking about is starting to show in full effect, man. And that early game, it's crazy right now. It's crazy right now.
I mean, we can even see that the goal difference is starting to show also. Like, look at them. So I feel like maybe Lindo will be having a hard time because obviously it's Melissa going up against Matilda.
Yep, it's Melissa going against the Matilda, but maybe the Matilda might come up with something. Matilda's damage can do a bit of damage, but oh, the protector taken really, really low was forced to go back to the base, but right now we're seeing a bit of a skirmish here, but blood uh the blood ultimate is being used up. Unfortunately, it seems as though Jinx did not have that another realm to disengage, but right now we're seeing circling airways onto Robert, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name, or Richard, sorry, not Robert. I don't know why I said
Oh,
Robert,
I see.
but
Lindo
Richard.
picked up the Sky first item.
Yeah, Lindo picked up that Sky Piercer first item and it goes to full effect. I told you, anybody can pick out that item. Whether you're a support, a tank, a healer, it does not matter. You can pick it up however it is effective on certain heroes. But yeah, what do you think about the game so far?
Well, the you can see the difference in the CC, the living. A lot of CC, like supports
Yeah, there's a lot
the
of CC, but
combat is
right now we are
turning.
seeing here in the bot lane, Jinx forced to ult out that heal from the Florin, saving a circuit as well as another one being propped up as well. Same circuit is being protected, but oh, protector being brought down by those turret shots. Too many turret shots to the face, and you will go down, and that is what happened. But right now we are going to see Saint Khan just circling or rotating towards the top. I think they're trying to catch this Melissa out of place, but she does use that go away as a survivability. She does survive, but that did mean Saint Khan did use the retribution. I'm sure Cobra and Nightwolves might want to force this Lord fight out. Maybe not because yeah, but I think they should really, if you think about it. Saint Khan doesn't necessarily have that ultimate anymore. He doesn't necessarily have retry. A lot of ultimates were used in the bot lane. I think they should force this, but I don't think they know. I don't think they know that they're supposed to be fighting this. Yep, and Saint Dynasty just absolutely leave that turn, but OB caught in a very bad position here as four members from side of Saint Dynasty just engage onto him, but he will have the movement speed to disengage and leave that. Oh, hybrid forced out to use that purify as an escape mechanic that does give a bit of breathing room to Saint Dynasty to take out this turtle free of charge with no contest, and retribution from Khan is back, so they will not need to focus on their jungler. But the protector going back in, trying to find something out of here, but being pulled back by the Faramis. That ult was used, but Lindo does manage to get the kill onto her. Now it is a 7-2 in terms of KDA at the moment. Same Dynasty with the lead. Unorthodox draft, but somehow it is working. But in the bot lane, seems as though Melissa's lagging. Melissa's lagging as she was taken down by that torrent, but Saint Jinx was brought into the mid torrent. That full slash as well as a few engages from Obi. Obi searching for Saint Jinx at the moment. He's looking for that kill. But in terms of team fights, Team Dynasty have the priority as they just absolutely barreling on them at the moment. But oh my day, Jinx takes out Obi and Cola wants retribution. Unfortunately, he goes down as well. But a flicker from Saint.
Okay,
Yep.
let me see.
Allow me to do this, but
Melissa, so we will give
Melissa was
her
lagging.
to. Yeah, so we're gonna wait and see.
Okay, so I did notice one thing though. The supports are using a certain emblem that is increasing the damage output. So there's actually three of them. So the damage is boosted by about 30% more.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of give and take because when you build like magic items on these supports, they deal a lot more damage, but they also can support their teams more because the heal is intensified. So I think it's a give and take. I mean, it's a give back.
Well, they're playing it really decently, and they're showing it with this. There is a small gap, like about 5k gold gap.
Yep, around 5K, around 5K. It is not looking good, but Cobra White Wolves do have the late game. They can really play it out, you know. The Melissa will start to do a heck of a lot of damage, sorry, as well as hybrid. We all know how well that Xavier scales into the late game. So if they can just survive out the early game, you know, take a few decent trades, don't lose too much ground. You don't want to give too much gold towards the side of Saint Dynasty, and I'm sure they can recover. But Jinx, what I'm saying, Jinx, Jasmine, Jasmine, what are your thoughts on the
Hi.
game?
I have no idea how Saints are managing to pull this off, but yeah, they cooking, man.
Yeah, they cooking. But I want to see if you guys can let me. Yeah, I don't know who's the admin on the YouTube channel. Maybe you guys can put a poll down there and ask them which team they think will win
Okay.
this one out. Yep, but we are back in the game. We are seeing that cursor blight being used out and two members from the side of Wolves being taken down. It'll be interesting to see if the Melissa is back online. And yeah, the Melissa seems to be back, so the game will continue. But for now, it did cause a bit of confusion from the White Wolves. We'll wait to see if they recover. But Jake, how are you feeling about the game so far?
Who's Jake?
Exactly. Who's Jake?
Sorry, Hades, Hades. Jake was the one that came and left. Jake was Jake was the
This is
first
like
one.
Seppi calling. It's like Seppi calling you Nigel.
Yeah. But like mine is understandable because Jake was the one who was doing the casting for me with me. Is that now I don't know who between you guys is with me. I gotta ask you both at the same time. Right now we are seeing as though they're gonna invade onto Lindo, maybe try to catch him off guard, but he still has that flying that circling eagle, sorry, and he does use it to escape. Something also to take notice of is the build from Lindo. Oh my days. I thought maybe they're gonna get pulled back, but we're seeing that Saint Dynasty want to fight this. They think they can. They do get manage to get a kill, and Saint Jinx gets a double kill off of Protector and Rocha. But right now we're gonna see, oh my days, Jinx just popping off, getting a triple kill. Um yeah, it is not looking good for Nightwolves at the moment.
Well, if I were in their place, I would prioritize a split push. But again, that will be on the late game because the early game is not there. It's not there. We have like almost a 10k gap, 10k goal gap.
Yeah, it's a gap all around, man. I don't. I think, but I just want to look at the gold lead. Who has the gold lead? You know, Jinx maybe is the one that's ahead. A 3K, if I'm not mistaken, gold lead away from his counterpart. So maybe that counts for something. I'm kind of surprised how. I don't know. What do you guys think about that load take? Was it fast? Was it slow? Oh, but Jinx here. Jinx, Jinx, but he was seen. He was seen, giving a bit of vision to Saint Dynasty, which they did not use to any respect. But this game is starting to be interesting, man. Or rather, it is interesting.
I
It is
mean,
very,
I feel
very
like
interesting.
it's just a bit too one-sided, man. Saint Dynasty is they just doing everything that they have to. Yet, Cobra Worlds have the people that can engage, and
Oh, but a
they're
one
just
v
not
one there.
using it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely one, but a 1v1 there at the top lane. Saint Lindo getting a kill onto Rocha. That Melissa's not necessarily having the best game, but we are seeing another one being pulled up in the mid lane, saving a few members from Saint Dynasty, allowing them a bit of not even a bit, a lot of survivability for them to continuously stay in this team fight. We are seeing the Lord being taken
Oh,
down, but oh my days, a shutdown for Saint Dynasty as the Wolves are absolutely decimated. Maybe Saint Dynasty will be looking to end this, but Melissa's getting called out. Oh my days. The amount of damage coming out from these supports is absolutely insane. That will give Saint Dynasty a chance to take down most, if not a lot of these tournaments. They're just absolutely barreling on the Wolves right now. Ah, my days. But I like to say this question a lot, but what do you think the Wolves could do to maybe come back from this? Oh,
I
we're seeing
don't
the
think
No,
there
Casablanca.
is a comeback.
I don't think. Yeah, they can't
Yeah, we're
do
seeing the
it.
customer for that as well as the circling airways. Lindo managing to get a double kill. Three members from side of Wolves being taken down. Roger may looking likely to be the next one. He will survive by a slimmer of HP, but giving away a few decent amount of time for Saint Dynasty to take down Obi here. I think the Melissa is alone trying to
Oh,
trying to take down a 1v4. Unfortunately, he does not have the tools for it. Saint Dynasty win with this unorthodox and very, very weird draft that they picked out. Surprisingly, they win. GG's.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
was it really surprising?
I'd like to point out on that Hilda though, that item that Hilda picked is not really stable against this matchup because they're all magic datas, you know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Thunderbelt is not really a good pick as a first item.
Yeah, and there's a lot of items that they could have actually went for. And I'm surprised that nobody from side of Cobra White Wolves picked up any, not even one, any um anti-heal, you know? Nothing.
Yeah,
When you see the amount of shield that Saint Dynasty had, the amount of peel and the amount of supports that they have, all five. I'm just surprised that nobody thought to pick Dominance Ice or an anti-heal item. Okay, apart from maybe um
The back shot.
apart from maybe Xavier. Xavier, sorry. Yeah, even the Basha, the anti-heal from the Basha, but I'm talking about the items specifically. It seems as though the Xavier is the only one that picked it out. We do, this new glowing wand is very confusing, man. It's somewhat confusing because it also deals anti-heal, but yeah, that is the game for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering in the comment section which of you guys may have predicted this is how the game would have went, but yeah, that is it for me. Jasmine, and Hades. You guys have anything you want to say?
Um, well, if I were playing Melissa, I would definitely take a Sea Halberd actually because of the anti-heal, like you said.
Mm.
Um, and also the Baksha. Well, I don't know. It's like the team composition for Wolf lacked a lot of CC.
They did have the root. They did have the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
I think
Ruby was like it was only on one lane compared to the Saint team compositions. Like they have 5 CC. It's a CC house. Like Diggy would have been perfect. Wait, not even because Diggy won't be able to do much in the. I don't know. How would you counter this?
yeah. I also thinking the Hilda pick wasn't necessarily the best pick they could have went for. Albeit, I will give them the benefit of doubt. They took it as the first pick, so they didn't necessarily know that Saint Dynasty were gonna, go off the rails. But I think the Hilda pick works better as like a pick off rather than something like team fight. I don't think she does well in team fights. Um, because she's very single target
How
oriented.
the
She does deal a
world
lot of
sees
damage, but
me is
team
of
fights, I
little
think she's just
consequence.
not as useful as the others. So I think draft wise, they could have done something different. Composition wise, also playing style wise, they could have I think you mentioned it in the game, they could have went for split pushes. You're not gonna win against that type of composition in the early game, especially when they're sticking together. You don't necessarily have a lot of team fight. Maybe you have a few in the late game, but in the early game you don't necessarily have that. So just split, make sure you disrupt their gameplay. One person has to go down, one person has to go up and defend. So I think that could have went for them. It's unfortunate that that's not the strategy that they went with. But yeah, that's my take. You guys can take it off. I just want to send the thingy to the group.
Okay. Um. Well, Jasmine.
I already did Airy. You are slow.
It wasn't enough.
Um,
Do it again.
Jasmine
Um.
already did your work.
Oh, is it like that night? Okay, let me edit my message. Let me just delete mine.
Well, Jasmine, I have a question for you. How would you
Hi.
counter, how would you counter this team composition of Saint? Like, give an
The,
idea.
the thing is, it was so troll. Like, man, I think Cobra Knights just work on the rotation and
Thousands of wishes form
they just
thousands
need
of
work. But our match with
Well, I
Saints
think
and
that a
OG
troll,
was
even if it's a troll, I mean, you can use a troll to counter a troll, right? It seems pretty logical, right?
um yeah, I think everyone is just like, whoa, Saints won, man. They took 4 supports and they won. But anyways, our next match is
my name.
going
Will
to be
come to
Saint
you
Dynasty again versus
eventually.
GOD. The match is supposed to be at 9:30, but both of them are ready to play now.
9:30.
But they are
So
both
it's like
ready to play it now.
Thousands of wishes
well, it
form
depends on
thousands
area.
of butterflies.
Um,
My name? It will come to you
Really?
eventually.
Well, we need just to check it out.
Yeah, let me go to the group and see and check. Jasmine, this
Oh shit.
dishwasher, weren't you the one supposed to? Weren't you the one who's supposed to be looking out
Oh,
for the schedule? Oh my days. Are we still live?
Yeah, we are still live, I think.
bro
That
called
was a
me a
joke, guys.
dishwasher.
Yeah, that the next game was supposed to be Cobra Nightwolves
Versus
versus
Heaven
Heaven's
Predators.
Predators.
Oh shit, why did I invite Jinx, bro? This is not working out. Can you do the inviting?
Yeah, I don't know a lot of these teams. I don't have
Oh
anybody
yeah.
from HP. How about we spice things up a bit, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't we have Hades and Jasmine cast the game for you guys?
Oh,
Hades,
No,
you
I'm
want to take
sick.
the
I'm
play-by-play?
sick. I'm sick.
Hades, you want to take the play-by-play?
I mean, wait, let me tell you one thing though. English is
I
not
will
my
accept no answer but
language.
yes. Hades, you want to take the
Ah,
play-by-play? I'll accept no answer but yes. Hades, you want to take the play-by-play? That is a
I'll
yes, ladies and
try.
gentlemen. You have
I'll
Hades
try.
as your play-by-play and Jasmine as your analyst. I'll be the only one in the panel, so I'll give it over to you guys. So make sure you write your notes, prepare. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, now I'm laughing. This is some laugh for me. But yeah, let's invite Heaven. No, let's invite the other one, the Cobra Nightwolves. Thank you. Let's invite Cobra
Cobra.
Nightwolves for their game. Wait, it's night as in night? It's like at night?
Knight like holding a sword.
Like day and night. I thought it was night as in like night as in like, like
Sleeping knight.
like chess. Like, yeah, like a chess or like a, I'll protect the king, like type of night. You know what I mean?
Wait, it's it's a knight,
I
right?
thought it was night
Uh,
with a K. I thought it was like the night with the K. You know the
but
the ones that
isn't
are
it
supposed to
with
protect like a king or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought it was that night, but it's night with like day and night.
Day and night. Okay. Wait, that's Night Wolf.
Yeah, it's night wolves. Cobra night at night wolf.
Okay, I don't know where the Cobra comes out, but Night Wolf, I think it's a guy that makes AMVs edits on YouTube. I don't know if it's related or not though.
Yeah, same here actually.
Let me see real
I'm
quick. Night Wolf.
they were just in the lobby. Jasmine,
Mm.
aren't they accepting? Just maybe one person.
One of the wolves is here, but mm, I don't know, man.
Bruh, can you guys follow me?
Okay, let me go down and maybe you can see me. Follow
What do you mean?
me. Oh, you're the knife. Oh, that's you.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That's
Oh, my bad,
So
G, my bad, G.
I'm gonna give them time, but like, bruh, they take so long to come. Hey, they get on top.
No, I'm saying we're running behind because they were supposed to be given 10 minutes. This match was supposed to start at
Oh wait, I can't go up.
I'm gonna kick someone. I don't know why all of them joined. It's like,
I'll
go up,
kick someone from
go
up so I can go up.
right, and then the other one gets kicked. Okay. Oh my days.
And there's a third one. There's another one.
boy, the dragon. I think he's the Yuzong player. So you guys better be ready. You guys better be ready to cast. So Hades, you're doing the play-by-play. Don't forget.
This is tough on me, to be honest.
It's
I'll
easy.
try. I
Keep
will
Yeah,
talking.
I
try.
just
Okay?
oh
I
my
will
days.
try, but don't expect
Yeah.
like.
All you have to do is res up the people at home. It's gonna be fine.
Okay,
Okay, so it's heads.
it won't be as fluent as.
First or second.
Oh yeah, so we have in Kenya East, Apocalypse, Noah, Potato Queen, and then we have Cola, OB, Cat, Parmesan. Is that cheese?
Alright, they swapped and we are ready to go. Just waiting for every player to get ready. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are still there. I will be your panelist for this game specifically. Remember, Jasmine and
I
Hades
am a
will be your
panelist.
captain.
Okay, I am a
Jasmine and
panelist.
Jasmine and Hades will be your casters for today, as I will be doing the solo paneling. But we're
You'll
waiting for
have
these two
seen.
teams to
You'll
get
have
ready.
seen how Ari
We
bullies me.
we're
He
waiting.
called me a
Can somebody
dishwasher.
just mute this dishwasher?
I'm sorry.
Can somebody just mute this dishwasher so we can so I can panel in peace? You can bring her back in and doing the
No,
casting.
he will not
Ladies and
panel in
gentlemen,
peace. He's
as
bullying
I was
me.
saying,
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, it's
Con
HP
has bullies
versus.
in his squad.
It
have
seems as though all the
bullies.
teams are ready, so we can press that ready button and get right to it. As I was saying,
Your
ladies and
team
gentlemen,
is
we have
banning.
HP Heaven's Predators versus the Cobra Nightwolves. Two interesting teams. We have a spectacle there for you tonight. Seems as though from HP we're gonna have Kanye East, Apocalypse 23, Noah, Queen, and Potato. Remember that name. Remember
Always
that
on
name.
the way.
And to the side of
Your
Cobra
team is
Nightwolves, we're gonna have
banning.
Obi, One Kenobi, Hybrid, Cola, and uh Momart. Let me just call him Momart, as well as Ecleho 19. But to the side of HP, to the side of HP, it seems as though they're gonna pan out the Matilda.
Hoot hoot.
Seems as though
Oh,
they're
Roger,
gonna
what do
pan
I'm
you
out the
think
ready.
of
Matilda.
what
Diggy
do
is
you
my
think
And
of
move.
that
Cobra
Diggy
Nightwolves are gonna
ban,
pan out this
Ari?
Diggy. Seems as though Cobra Nightwolves are gonna go for a tanky type of set. So something to look out for would be that Atlas, that Lolita, and also that Tigreal. We have seen how impactful that Tigreal can be. But also something to look out
For
for is that
honor.
Your team
Minotaur.
is banning.
The Minnow. The Minotaur, thank you. Sorry. The Minotaur will be something to look out for, but the Tig was banned out from HP. So they know what Cobra White will also want to go for, and they ban out the Tig. I think it's a very smart play from them. But seeing how they want to play, I think they're gonna go for a bit of more. a pick-off type of composition, just purely based on the type of drafts they're going for. But they did ban out the Yuzong. Yuzong, a really, really good hero to to pick one of the best, if not the best hero to go up against. Oh, sorry, to pick right now. But from Queen does pick out that Lo Yi. Lo Yi, we're gonna see a lot of diversions plays. Maybe Hades will be able to catch those because I was absolutely struggling. But from Cobra Nightwolves, we're gonna see that Ixia. I do not know why this hero is meta. This hero still confuses me why we pick her so much in the SA region, but it is what it is. But to the side of hybrid, we're gonna see Keg. Maybe Chocolate Praise. Chocolate Pie maybe has a new student, so we'll wait and see what happens. The Apocalypse does pick out the Kufra, and Noah finishes off the first draft or the first phase of the draft um with that Beatrix. It'll be interesting to see who wins out and who is actually good against in the gold lane between this Ixia and the Beatrix. But right now it seems as though Cola is gonna be hovering over this Ruby. He does pick it up. I'm really interested in seeing what type of Roma they go for, but we are into the second phase of the ban section. It'll be interesting to see who they actually ban. To the side of HP, they already have a marksman, a Roma, and a mage, so they need a jungler and an EXP. Some might ban out the CC, but no, they ban out the yin. They ban out the yin. It's a very interesting ban. I'm thinking maybe they have somebody they want to go for that team fight oriented type of draft, and they're afraid the yin is just gonna ult somebody and just take them out of it. That really important meta, which will kind of upset their draft. So maybe that's something they're looking out for. But aside of HP, they do ban out the min, something I was kind of curious to see if Cobra Nightwolves will go for, but they do have to pick out a Roma right now. Somebody they still can go out and still take is that Atlas. Yep, that Atlas that I was talking about in the early game. Early on, they do pick it out. Obi's going to be piloting that, but for HP, we're gonna see them pick out the Mensitar. Again, I don't know why this hero is loved. Again, we have seen it picked out twice, if not three times today, and during the course of the tournament. I don't know how many times it was picked out, but okay. Um, yeah, it seems as though Kanye East is gonna play with our minds like his counterpart in the West, but he will pick up this Hayabusa. A fairly decent draft. They do have that dive in that Hayabusa. Very good marksman, very versatile marksman in Beatrix. Set potential in Apocalypse with this Kufa, and a very extremely meta mage in Loi. The Mincentar to wrap it up together, just to give them that bit extra team fight potential. But to the side of Cobra Nightwolves, seems as though they're barreling down on this Gujin. Um, Unfortunately, this is not being streamed on TikTok. If it was, I think this Gusion would have had a buff, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So these are the drafts that we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of team fight, it is obvious that Cobra Nightwolves have the semi advantage. Oh no, okay, actually, HP. HP have decent ults that are very useful in terms of the team fight, so that will be something to look out for. Uh, but the full barrage and the fatal links is something that I'm really curious to see how it's going to play out. It's a very, very good combination, especially seeing that Noah doesn't necessarily have that flicker, has that purify, something that I think will be very, very useful for him. But now, as we look at the emblems, it seems as though Bujin is gonna go for that master assassin instead of the you know Jungle Clear as well as Kanye East. He's going to prioritize that Master Assassin. So both of them are just going to be looking out for heroes that are going to be split pushing, maybe get a few pickoffs here and there. We might see something, we might not, but this is the game for you guys. My vote goes to HP. I'm wondering if they'll play according to what I think they can, but history is there for the making. But for now, I hand it over to the casters. Hades and Jasmine. Hope you guys are ready. Take it over.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You can do my part.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I'll try to do my best, even though it's the first time I'm doing this. So basically, even though the Gusion doesn't have the jungle, the hunter emblem, He's going for define the jungle. So they're not invading, but Atlas is still just in the bush, checking out, giving vision for his tomb. And here we go with Atlas just roaming around. And they lost the lethal. So man, it's really difficult.
Yeah, Airy.
Here comes the Atlas and the Slater. And the first blood goes to Kenya East. For the Atlas.
You
I mean,
can
we
do
just
my
hear
part.
it. On the bot lane, the Ruby is getting ganked. And yep, the Ruby is successfully escaped. What about the top lane? Oh my god. Well, they're just roaming around, trying to figure things out. Oh, and here's getting Fusion invading the blue buff while Higher is taking Turtle. And I think Fusion is pretty much dead. Oh, and the Kagura kill. I didn't notice it. Well, it's just about each team is invading each other's team buff.
I do not sound like that. What? I don't sound like that, doof.
But you are.
No, I do not sound like that.
So the Kufra is zoning around and saying and giving vision to the bear. And nope, the Atlas doesn't want else yet because of the Purify, of course. And here we go. And that's whoa. And what a successful escape by the part of the Kagura. But unfortunately the Fusion is dead. Didn't make it out. I really need some help.
Alright. So, Turtle being started up here. Oh, just spawning in. Kanye East doesn't have the blue buff, so he's gonna have to be really careful. But at the same time, Catlejo. Oi, we're gonna see the hook as well as the King's Calling. Gonna come out. Kagura bites the dust by Kanye East. I'm offended. Onto the team, but now Cola is really low. Fatal Links by the Atlas. No follow-up. And he's gonna die as well. Catlejo on this cushion doesn't have enough damage. Kanye East, he's a little bit of in danger, but the Kufra comes in. Tyrant's Rage as well. And Catlejo, he's gonna get killed off as well. This team, 0 HP, playing it quite well. Much more different than I think than when they played against Saint Dynasty. I'm not sure if you were here for that, Hades, but their rotations are a little bit better. No, sorry, not Saint Dynasty. Saint Dynasty they fought yesterday. It was against Alchemy X today. They're playing a little bit more disciplined. So that's good to see.
Yeah. For me right now, the HP is doing really better than it. Like, you can see even the kills.
Oh, we can see the King's Calling in the bottom lane. Cola taking quite a few too many hits, but Obi manages to tank a little bit. Fatal Lane's gonna come out from that diversion. Obi is quite low. The hook gonna miss out by the immense Tyrant's Rage as well, as Obi uses the flicker to escape from that. But now Kanye East looking for a kill. Gonna go into Cola. Kagura is gonna be collateral, but now Katlejo is on. I think he missed his first kill, or he didn't actually use it. But yeah, I think this Gushin, without that he's Seasoned Hunter, is not able to efficiently farm, meaning that his damage output gonna be quite low compared to the jungler of 0 HP, being kinda east of here.
Pretty much, because it's underfarmed.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see the Ixia gets killed off by the Hayabusa. And the Fatal Links has been used up as well, but you know, there's too much damage output. And because of this King's Calling, as we can see here, it kind of counters a lot of the heroes on the side of Cobra Nightwolves. So they playing a bit too passive. You can't really blame them. That King's Calling is quite tedious to fight against. Does a lot of damage as well. As you can see, he already has the Corrosion Scythe, meaning that he's gonna get his stun up a bit faster, as well as the Thunderbolt. So the slow, the damage on his defense, the hook gonna come onto Obi. He's taking quite a few, a lot of damage actually. Gonna be able to escape, maybe.
And here they're trying to contest for the turtle.
This should be a pretty easy total, yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at the builds real quick. The Sky Piece are built on Hayabusa. So,
I think some Hayabusa is really good because with each kill, his damage increases, and so far has 10 kills. So
yeah, he's already at max stacks. Katlejo gonna go in. King's Calling gonna come out directly. Now the damage. Oh, the hook gonna comes out, pulls him back in, and now Potato gets a kill. Kanye East in the middle lane, gonna get CC'd by the Ixia as well as the Kagura. You're gonna see the sniper comes through.
Oh, and that was a nice shot.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot. No, that was a 4-for-1 trade, so pretty much in the favor of a 0 HP. But the shield passive from the base turrets is still up, so they won't be able to push that much. They are getting the tier 2 turrets, which is good. It will set them up for this load.
Yes.
Wait, Katlejo gonna go in, but he took that sniper shot to the face, man. Two of them actually.
Well, so far the Gushin is pretty much useless unless the Atlas can do something to set him up.
I think regardless of that, right? The Atlas isn't gonna be able to do anything. Okay, the Tyrant's Rage gonna come in, the sniper as well. Oh, Noah doing a lot of damage. And like that, the Ruby as well as the Atlas meet the end.
Well, so far they are so underformed that the goal gap is too much for them to be able to do anything at this point.
Yeah, and that is true. It's just like, even if the goal lead at this point, like, you know, even if you try to play passively, if the enemies or if Heaven's Predators force a fight, there's nothing you can do but fight, and because of the goal lead, they're just going to lose that fight. Like, there's no two ways about it. Plus the Atlas, he's basically not gonna be able to do much. I mean, there's 3 purifiers. Who else can bait out those purifiers except the Ruby, who's getting melted, you know? She doesn't have any physical defense, or much physical defense. Straight after War Axe, she went for the Oracle. So
yeah, indeed. So the best option for them right now is probably defend and get some gold in decent items, but that also depends on when there is 0 HP is gonna dive in. If they can probably like defend
Yeah, here's the thing.
successfully.
Here's the thing, right? So even if you get defense for the physical heroes like Mincetar, Hayabusa, and the
Yeah.
Beatrix, there is still the Lao Yi, and you have an Atlas on your team. Okay, we're gonna see the Fatal Links with the Flicker. A Purify by the Mincetar activates the King Calling, Tyrant's Rage. Not gonna connect onto the wall, but now Kagura gets a kill onto this Lao Yi. 2 members of Cobra Nightwolves are left. The Lord almost dead, but you know, like the damage is still there. Ruby, will she be able to defend this is the question. Another set of minions coming in. I mean, the spell vamp is there, but she's taking a lot of damage.
That's a wipeout.
Yeah, and that is the end of the
And
game.
it's well, what a beautiful performance from 0 HP.
Yeah, still a performance by the Heaven's Predators. Definitely felt like a different team that we're seeing here in a matter of like an hour or an hour and a half. Played much differently compared to Alchemy X. I would have been interested to see how, you know, they if they played exactly like this, if they would have, you know, changed the results against Alchemy X. You know, the strong Tigreal by that super map just basically destroyed Heaven's Predators, as well as the Juvia's Odette. You know, insane damage coming from her. But this is going to be the last stream for tonight. I think that it's going to be continued somewhere else, so keep your eyes posted for that on the WhatsApp groups. But before we end off, any last comments from the panel? Jasmine, you've been useless the entire game. Might want to open your mic now.
Why do you have to roast me even on stream? First, Ari calls me a dishwasher. Now you roasting me.
Well, you deserve it because you left me alone.
No, man.
Bro, she left you alone. It's crazy. Have anything to say in your defense?
You shouldn't even talk.
Dishwasher has nothing to say in her defense. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a great, great game. And I did say so. At HP, my money was on them, and my money is well spent. But yeah, it's wonderfully rotated from them. And to echo Deuce's sentiment there, it was kind of interesting why they didn't play like this in the previous game. Was it them learning? Was it them adapting to their playing styles? Are they a relatively new team, or is it just them knowing that, you know what, we can win this one? We've outdrafted them, and we can actually go for it. And go for it they did. Wonderful, wonderful plays all around, and well, I wouldn't say perfectly, but great execution from Heaven's Predators. They're finally deserving of the name. But Jazzy Jazz.
No.
Jazzy Jazz, what do you gotta
It's
say?
high.
What do you gotta say?
I mean, yeah, it was a good game from both of them. Of course, Heaven's Predators just took the W, so well done to them. Can we let
Why is it
Doof
of
go
course?
now?
No. Why is it of course? Why is it of course? Speak,
Oh,
speak.
they just had better draft, man. Like, I just feel Beatrix is so OP now. Yeah. Can we let Doof go now?
No, talk. Speak your mind. What's going on? What do
Yo,
you think about the game? What do you think about the winner?
the fact that Jazz
Aye.
thinks Beatrix is OP just says everything for me.
She is OP.
She is not OP, Jazz.
Listen,
She is
Beatrix
not OP.
is OP.
Listen.
She's a good marksman, okay?
Against
She's
okay,
decent.
all right. Beatrix is good, okay, but what are you going to do against a Clint in the early game? What are you going to do against a Brody, against a Harith? All those
Against
meta
Roger.
marksmen, against the Roger as well. What are you gonna do, Jazz? Surely your rank loss win streak wasn't caused by the Beatrix, now was it?
No, it was.
Okay.
It was. It was.
So maybe since you think Beatrix is OP, shouldn't you be playing Beatrix in rank?
But I
Can somebody take a
do.
screenshot? I forgot to.
Alright.
I think I did.
But anyways, that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. And yeah, we'll see you for the next stream on Equilibrium Esports. Good night.